Redemption by Nathaniel Rateliff is going to be played in standard tuning and then capoed on the 4th fret of the guitar. From this point forward, I'll be speaking of these chords as though there is no capo. I'll be speaking of frets relative to the capo as though the capo is the nut. So I'll call this an F chord, even though technically it's an A chord. And I'll call this the 1st fret, even though it's the 5th fret. So, on the recorded version of this, you can hear the first chord is an F. The way that this is getting played is ring finger on the 5-string 3 fret, pinky finger on the 4-string 3 fret, second finger on the 3-string 2 fret, first finger on the 2-string 1 fret. You'll have an open 1 string, and then with your thumb, you need to reach around, if you can, and grab the 6-string 1 fret. If you can't do this with your thumb, it's okay to just play from the 5-string down. That's the first chord, and then you can hear it go to a C, and it moves to it with that little hammer-on happening there from the open 4-string to the 4-string 2 fret with your second finger. So moving to the C, you need to leave your first finger where it is on the 2-string 1 fret. Your ring and pinky fingers just need to move down one set of strings. So now your ring finger is on the 6-string 3 fret, your pinky finger is on the 5-string 3 fret, and your second finger will be hammering on to the 4-string 2 fret. So we've got the F chord to the C chord, and then an E minor to a G to an F. So the way that E minor happens, it's going to be, also, let me just kind of talk about the strumming pattern. There's a lot of up emphasis here, like up, down. So anyway, that's moving to the C is like an up, down, and then up, down, and the E minor, up, down, into the G major. The way that the E minor is going to get played is open 6 string, second finger on the 5-string 2 fret, ring finger on the 4-string 2 fret, open 3, open 2, open 1. So we've got the F chord to the C chord, E minor, G. The G chord will be the G chord will be ring finger to the 6-string 3 fret, second finger to the 5-string 2 fret, open 4, open 3, open 2, pinky finger pulled back to the 1-string 3 fret, and then back to the F chord. Now there's a little riff that runs the second time through this F chord in the intro that goes something along those lines. So you would strum the F chord again, but you would pull your pinky finger back to the 1-string 3 fret, so that you've got your ring finger on the 5-string 3 fret, your ring finger is muting out the 4-string, you have your second finger on the 3-string 2 fret, you have your first finger on the 2-string 1 fret, and your pinky finger on the 1-string 3 fret. You strum that, and then you move with your pinky finger to the 2-string 3 fret, pluck that, and then pluck the open 1 string behind it. Then lift your pinky finger to where your first finger needs to still be in that F position on the 2-string the 2 string 1 fret, pluck that, and then lift your first finger to expose the open 2 string. So we've got, and then you can go to the go to the 3rd string where your 2nd finger should still be from F position on the 3 string 2 fret, pluck that, and then open it. That's the way that he plays it on the Saturday Night Live recording, is like. But on the album version, it sounds like it's more. And just kind of holds on that note before moving into a C chord. So same C chord as before, and it just kind of drones on this for a little bit. And then whenever the lyrics begin, it will be C, G, F. And you need to be thinking about these movements as up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, C, G, F. So that's the way that the verse is running for the vast majority of the time. On the 4th time through on the verse, it goes, instead of C, G, F, it goes C, E minor, F. So instead of the C, G, F, instead of up, down, it goes up, down on the C, up, down on an E minor, which we talked about how to play earlier, and then into the F chord. And that's the last round of the verse before you get into the chorus feel, which is what the melody is doing. That's 5 string 3 fret, open 4 string 2 fret, and then an F chord. But he's not plucking it that cleanly. That's what his vocals are doing. I think the bass might be mimicking that as well. But what it looks like he's doing on guitar is something along those lines, where he hits the C chord and then lifts the 2nd finger to emphasize the open 4 string, and then puts the 2nd finger back down to emphasize the 4 string 2 fret, which is what the melody is doing, but you're doing it inside of a chord. And then the F chord. And then it repeats. And sometimes it looks like he may just start the C chord with the 2nd finger up, and then put the 2nd finger down, or sometimes he may start it with the 2nd finger down, and lift it, and move to the F. But either way, it's like a C, 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 F, with a little bit of embellishment that's happening with the 2nd finger in there. And that's the chorus. And then at the end of the chorus, it holds this F count for 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and then back into a C chord, where it drones onto the C chord for a little bit, and then moving into the 2nd chorus, it will begin E minor, G, F. So instead of the 2nd chorus beginning C, G, F, like our first verse did, and I may have just said chorus, but instead of the 2nd verse beginning the way that our first verse did as C, G, F, it instead begins E minor, G, F, and then F, F, and then the C to the G to the F, 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 and repeat C to the G to the F. 4th time now in the 2nd verse, it goes E minor, G, F. So you can listen to the recordings there to get that. And it basically just continues in that fashion. So the verses are either C, G, F, or occasionally it may go E minor, G, F. And you can listen to the recordings or watch him playing on Saturday Night Live to figure out how that's happening. But other than that, I feel like the trickiest part of this song is just wanting to get the intro right. So anyway, hopefully that gives you an idea of how to play Redemption by Nathaniel Rateliff.